What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Pedro. I do gun related things here. Today I wanted to talk about the Springfield Prodigy DS, as you can kind of see here, hopefully, and why I wouldn't recommend you purchase it. First things first, I want to be very clear here. This is all based off my experience, my preferences, and how this thing kind of fits into my daily carry lifestyle, right, give or take. So we'll kind of go down the list here and just kind of explain why I don't think it's worth the $1,500. First things first, the biggest thing and the most important thing in my personal opinion is reliability. I have ran probably close to 1,000 rounds through this thing already. And I've had more failure to feeds and like stovepipe and just battery issues that I even could keep track of and would like, for that matter. If it doesn't run, then how do you carry the gun, right? Essentially. Based off that fact alone, I just wouldn't recommend it. Could I send it back to Springfield and have them warranty it, take a look at it, you know, all that jazz? I could, absolutely. But when you're paying $1,500 for a firearm, and I do understand that it's a entry-level 2011, we'll just call it that for general purposes. I don't think it should be required, right? You can buy a Glock for $450 and it'll run longer than you'll probably live. So I don't want to send it back to Springfield, if I'm being quite honest. Is that me just being kind of stubborn? It is, truthfully. But again, I just don't think it should be necessary. So just from a reliability standpoint, I give it like a 2 out of 10. When it runs incredible. It shoots flat. It's super comfortable to present and, you know, get on target. Everything. It's a phenomenal shooter when it decides to shoot, right? That's the biggest issue here. Just based off that fact alone, I would not recommend this to anybody. Again, there are success stories, probably more than there are horror stories. I just happen to have maybe, you know, a bad lemon here and luck of the draw, right? It is what it is, no biggie. The second thing that I want to talk about, I've had it for, I want to say 3 weeks, a month maybe. And I don't know if you can see, hopefully I can show you here, but that front sight, the entire sight post is just absolutely rusted. I live in Florida, it's humid, I'm a big guy. I have extra insulation on me, right? So I tend to sweat quite a bit. And that just caused a lot of rust in this front sight post and actually in front of the slide down here. I understand it's one of the natures of the beast, right? I live in Florida, it's humid, I sweat. It's gonna happen. It happened to my SIGs. The difference is this is 3 times the price of a SIG, 3 times the price of a Glock. So I wouldn't expect that to happen out of something so pricey. To some, to most, I feel like $1,500 is a premium you pay, right? It is expensive for most people, in my personal opinion. I'm very fortunate to have one, but just from a quality standpoint, the rusting, the slight pitting on the barrel here where the chamber is, was a bit of a letdown, to be quite honest. So that's also something that kind of turned me off. If that happened to your Prodigies, if you have some, or if you own one, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know if it doesn't happen to yours, like what state you're from, how often do you carry it, etc., etc. Again, maybe it's just a bad lemon. Things happen with this, stuff like this. It's a quality issue, no big deal, but just shared my thoughts. The final thing here is how this kind of fit into my daily carry lifestyle. Like I said, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", probably 280, so on the larger size of individuals, we'll put it that way, right? But I did just find it a little bit too big and too heavy to daily carry. Once again, just based off my preference and my experience with it, I knew that 2011s would be a lot heavier than what I'm used to from like polymer frame guns like Glocks and SIGs. I knew that coming in. I just didn't realize, I guess, how much of a difference it actually made. If you've watched my other videos, I only carry in a sidecar configuration, right? Something like this, where it's the firearm and then an extra magazine. I believe it's the most comfortable for me and it fits my body style the best. I have a wide trunk here, so it just really conceals very easily. And I found that carrying this thing with 17 rounds, an extra 17 round mag, and then optic, right, etc., etc., was just a little bit too much weight for what I wanted, to be quite honest. And to be honest, since I do have a little bit of a belly here, it tends to push the gun this way, which kind of digs into my groin line a little bit. So the 4 1/4 inch actually ends up being honestly slightly too long and makes it a little bit more uncomfortable than I would like to daily carry. So the mixture of the added weight, the added length makes it a bit of a nuisance to daily carry this thing. I wish that wasn't the case, because just again, it just shoots so flat and so well, but I can't get it to make sense in my rotation. I'll probably end up moving on from it, going back to a Glock or a SIG, because those were damn near perfect for my daily use. Price point, the quality, the reliability issue was the biggest thing for me, and again, just the weight and size, right? All my preference and how it fits into my needs. If you own a Prodigy or any other 2011s for that matter, let me know what you guys think. I'm very new to this world of things, so I am pretty ignorant on it, to be quite honest. So I would love your feedback. If you don't carry 2011s, would you spend the money? Right, $1,500 is expensive, in my personal opinion, but it's still significantly less than a Staccato, Bull Armory, depending on what tier of 2011 you want to get into. And then last but not least, I just want to give a quick shout out to Legacy Firearms. Legacy Firearms holsters. They, made the sidecar here for me. Fantastic holster. If you're on the market for one, please check them out. They are extremely comfortable. The quality is great. They use actually an MRD, a mag retention device here for the magazine, which you adjust with an Allen key. If you want a full review on this thing, please let me know in the comments down below. I am happy to do so. I have a TXC, a Tier 1, and a TRX arms, so I can kind of go side by side and give a breakdown of each one. Let me know if you'd like to see that in the comments down below. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video. All the good stuff to help us grow. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.